Please welcome the one and only Mr. Mort Sahl.
I'm here on behalf of Bill Holman, whom I've known about 60 years. I know a lot of you find that hard to believe, but I used to be a real rat on the bus on the Kenton Band. I honor him as a guy who breaks rules. He thinks rules are made to be broken. He shares that sentiment with a great justice of the Supreme Court named William O. Douglas. Precedents are made to be broken. I remember on Stan's band, whenever they'd call up one of Bill Holman's charts, all the guys would begin to smile. So that meant something to me in code. By the way, I'll tell you an interesting story. At least I find it interesting, although based on my experience with this audience, you won't find it interesting. We were on the road in Chicago with the Kenton Band, and the band had been out for 3 weeks, so nobody had any laundry or anything. Everybody was in a kind of a funkadelic mode. So the band got one night off, and the guy at the O'Hare Inn, which is out by the airport, said, "I will put up the food and the booze if you guys will have a jam session." So the guys thought that sounded pretty good. And they started to go out there. And Stan came in to the room and he said to the guys, "I got a tip that the Drug Enforcement Administration has got a lot of guys out there. So be careful if anybody offers you anything. It could be called entrapment." You got the setup now, right? So we went out there and all the guys from the band were there, you know, jamming, and a guy walked in a blue suit with a white shirt and a Windsor knot in his tie. And he had a tenor saxophone with him. And he said, "Can I sit in with you guys?" And they said, "Well, yeah." So he took out the saxophone, which had never been played. And he started to play, and he was really terrible. And Bill Holman said to him, "Man, I sure hope you're a cop." That's for you, Will. The hand is for you. I'm really a pass-along vessel here tonight. Anyway, those are a couple of the things I wanted to share with you. And a lot of you that know an album by Stan's band called Contemporary Concepts know that Bill Holman really turned that band around. Quite a rebel on the Kenton Band. I said to him once, I said, "Willis, what do you think would make us a better band?" He said, "If they got rid of the piano player." You know, I'd like to say it's been a pleasure talking to you, but my parents told me never to lie. How could a music crowd be this square? Really hard to believe, you know? Maybe you're not really musicians, maybe you're contractors. Something to think about. President Reagan, whom I mentioned earlier, used to tell a joke about a Russian who goes in to buy a new car. Puts the money down, the dealer says the car will be ready in 10 years. The Russian says, "In the morning or the afternoon?" Dealer says, "What's the difference?" And the Russian says, "The plumber is supposed to come in the morning." Good, we found the level of the audience. Congratulations, Bill. You deserve it. It's the best. The guy that rewrote the book.
Mort Sahl, ladies and gentlemen. Well,
Now I'm told we're going to play for you. In 1937, Fox did a movie called The Hurricane, and she had John Hall, Dorothy Lamour in her sarong, and Alfred Newman wrote the music, and his main theme was a thing he called the Moon of Manakura. And it's so schmaltzy that I thought it would make a great jazz chart. So it didn't have a bridge, so I wrote a bridge to it and made a chart on it, and here it is. It has solos by Doug Webb on tenor sax, Andy Martin on trombone, and Kevin Canner on drums. The Moon of Manakura.
Bill Holman and his band, ladies and gentlemen.